should be running by now. I am still so sleepy. I woke up and then now I still don't know if I wanna. But I guess I should. I'm tired and the flaming, the thickened flame is still not away. Still not gone yet. Honestly, I should just focus on that first. Enough noises, huh? Okay. How do I even I don't even say any of this. Let me try something else first. Oh my god. No. Oh my god. What the hell? You don't want to show? Hey, probably not. I guess it's about evidence of who, humiliating themselves or something. Where do I even begin? Static drive, certain. There's another thing that just seems to be a thousand paranoia, right? And I'm I hope that same thing gets wrong. I mean, it's not legit thoughts, maybe it's not created to be a blast, but it definitely can serve as a very useful tool. To test on this or that, it's it literally is. This is the mafia. What's that? Oh, it's so difficult. Oh, God. Oh. Or ironically, it could work because so that means tight, alright. actually tectonic sort of thing. It's just like the panoramic contiguous like already that's already the crust is already cracking and blah blah blah. We'll see who can keep it level here and actually accommodate the full range of like potential, evil in the form of human that could appear. The liars, the ones who just like want to start hoarding all sorts of food, they want to establish their own stupid and smart shit again. Establish a hierarchy of power, and they want to get a head start. Blah blah blah. This is that there are all sorts of lies and nonsense about playing actor. Like once the once it really hacks to this point, then it's like, well, it's like, that's the thing, They're just like, low knowledge people who are just like, oh, they believe that it's Aurora and then like completely, not believe in the existence of like, earthquake lights. Like it's actually earthquake lights came from underground. And it's not Aurora. The so-called like, I don't know, I guess it's something, the prettiness associated with Aurora that can exist even in absence of earthquake, right? Meanwhile, there's a kind of earthquake they hate, like, they don't want to accept the reality that it's earthquake lights and instead they want the Aurora thing. Oh my god, our land has suddenly been blessed. We're suddenly granted the gift of Aurora because we're such good people, right? That's what they want to say, right? That's what they want to believe, right? That's stupid shit. Then there's other idiots, if they are put in charge, it's like, oh, this is what will happen. A whole series of nonsense. And then we'll see who just keep doubling down this stupid thing. Oh, somebody seems to be showing scaling. So is that like burn marks or like, dehydration in the form of like a combination of not just drinking salt water but also, the sun shining down. And so it seems to be scaling out, but it's really just like very dried out. That's the first shit. And it's like, especially when they find like, people who tend to be found like that, they're like, it might have already been a drift for like who the hell knows how long, right? Wait, what was I on again? Yeah, and so like, because like, if the Earth crust is so messy, and then like the waters are going to also be so messy, and just there's bound to be like high rates of like shipwreck and whatnot, and then like people just floating and whatnot, and then just like there's just bound to be someone who would who might actually resort to attempting to drink salt water, maybe not so much because of the dehydration, but rather because of the hunger. It's just to fill the stomach. Maybe, who knows? And then like couple that with just like sleeping under the sun without a freaking roof, because just think about the Titanic thing. Only instead of like everything crashing where it is cold, everything crash where it is hot. Sweating and whatnot. So yeah, a lone drifter, and then like wow, a bunch of people that are supposed to be on like patrol ships and whatnot, patrol boats and whatnot, they come across someone like that, and then that person is already from brain damage, because like the blood volume went so low, and that like even the heart cannot really efficiently deliver blood liquid blood to the brain, and like glucose might actually also be very low due to excessive sweating even. And so like if you find a bunch of shithead on it that's like who has the job of like those patrol ship ones, and then like they come across someone like that, what would they say? And then would they actually say like, oh my god, this one's possessed, and blah 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 blah. No, I think this one have been experimented upon by the Chinese, blah blah blah. What do you think we should do? Call this one in, call in the high, call it in all the way to the higher up, and then let them decide what to do. I mean, it will be the Chinese that did something to this one. But in reality, is that one really needs lots of like actual fluids, or maybe not too pure fluid, maybe isotonic drinks, just to allow the body to adjust slowly over time, and then just like also feed that one, like that one needs all sorts of nutrients and whatnot. So like you find the bunch of shitheads who were like the place that they drown, and they're just like really just like go very idiotic, I guess, with it all. Go full on cult mode or whatever shit, and then they just like go nonsense on it all, and then just like cannot maintain any sense of level-headedness at all, and then just like, do you really want people like that to be the ones out there patrolling when they're just so, off kilter, I guess. It's off kilter the right, but people might think I'm insane, but then like, no. They are just like, wow, they're not bothering to include any sense of logic at all. They just want, anything for their self-glory, right? Anything where it's like, something presents, a situation presents as in like, it comes with the possibility where they can get this sort of like, life story, their self-life story progression that would, somehow elevate them from like just like, okay, just a common person, just a common cadet or a common worker on a patrol ship doing, technically an important job, but then, still technically not a hero, but like, and then so like, they're waiting for like opportunities where like, they perceive to be able to like, where like, they interpret it to be that there's a chance where they can go from, average or common, and then all the way up to like, suddenly hero, and then they'll suddenly be able to get like, rank and boost and whatnot. It's like, oh, I'm the main character of this story. Oh. They're just like, they're incorrect. They're unusual, but also very incorrect. They're not capable of getting, like when, say, in the specific situations that actually are unusual situations, they can't get that one correct. But then, like, for situations that is actually very usual, common situation, and just like requires common remedies and solutions to it, they don't get that correct as well. Instead, they try to view it as like unusual, and then like unusual situation with an opportunity where if they somehow just like automatically got like the correct answer to the unusual situation, and the resulting reward from that would be like a really unusual boost to their ranks and whatnot. So people like that is like, come time of the apocalypse, they should not do any important job at all. They should just, if they wanna work, just maybe it's better to just like not allow them to have any job or whatever shit. They're just like so, off. They're so off kilter. It's like, I don't even know what to say. Unbelievable. If this game is somehow like a result of like a whole bunch of like, simulation, right? And then like their ultimate formula, they, crafted like something like this. And then they just like, I don't even know what to say now. I'm just gonna assume that the photos of those, I don't know, I guess they wanna call themselves YouTubers or whatever, even though, are they really being good to YouTube? Probably not. Who knows, right? Probably not. Anyways, those so-called YouTubers, they're like, somehow making appearances in the game, and then it's like, they contribute to like this is that, this is that, and then it's like, okay, you choose, like this one is like, what's next? This blah 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 or something or another thing. And then how many actually decided to go down the path of the, actually cop shit. In which case, again, I already hate these ones for that ones, and then like, well, I guess I'm more to hate now. Or more like cancel. Or more like just like go to one side. It's like you'll belong on the other side. I will for sure. What the hell have they been drinking or whatever shit? But honestly, is that really how neon lamps were discovered? Because some people found like a bunch of like phantom crystals, some look weird, and then they just like at one point they just decide to like oh, let's try adding electricity to them. Maybe they'll light up by themselves or something. Maybe we can see what's that called? What minerals are in there or something? Is it like positive, negative? Is like or like the theory that if it's actually metals that are like they're part of the cloudy thing, and then maybe they migrate and whatnot. Only at one point they come across one which when they apply electricity and it's just neon light fluorescence. And hence it's like, oh, that observation is slowly leads out to, neon lamp. Just very curious how like, if there are noble gases like that are caught in like those crystals, it's like, is it not possible to pluck it all out? Really wasn't like. How many of them actually still actually legit scientific, or at least plausible scientific facts, huh? That is not, a copy of my shit, huh? my goodness, I cannot believe that Twitch had tried to pull another stupid ass Gamergate nonsense. I was trying to really hoping that they're coming off as female. Because they're actually males. And it definitely does seem like they're just yapping about how they're not in the vicinity of females at all. And they want to be around new, fresh blood female. Yeah, disgusting. Something drafted well within a female, unless they're actually, well, I guess infected females. In which case, put over there. Infected males go on there. So it's just like only infected ones go on there. Non-human. You are not human. Non-human. Okay, anyways, maybe, it's just like a subtle hinting at, the little boy actually just a man with dwarfism. Making good, spy, not actually finding out, being able to snoop on like this, the unknown, that, okay, obviously it's just a male, okay, just a man. It's so useless, in the end, Go into prison, right? Go to the cellar. Yeah, cellar. It's like the cellar and then the cellar or something. In the cellars. Cells. Prison cells. Like cellars. Cellars and cells. Cells and cellars. No? And then just like, if you're supposed to look like a specific, YouTuber or something, and like, does that mean that one who is a non-dwarf tried to apply for a role in, to be one of the 7 dwarfs in Snow White? Really? Or like really try hard to, be casted in Snow White as a dwarf. They really try hard. How's that one? Yeah. just taking it, aliens and droids looking all over, up and above. They notice what the locals are saying, and then just like they're trying to sneak in. I don't know. I'm curious if aliens would descend the moment there's like huge enough chaos. No, then that's why there's like the paranoia of like no one's not human thing. Right. See? Dun dun dun. Are you technically alien? Alien fish. Right. Really, right? Yeah. What happens when one has like noble gas intoxication? Oh, it's like the air pressure and whatnot. Ballooning. This is a good knowledge. Probably not toxic because it doesn't, if they don't, they cannot form bonds with any other compounds and whatnot. Hold on, I really need to just block this one. Long time coming, right? Okay, anyways. Noble gases, they don't form bonds with either, so-called organic and inorganic, they don't form the ionic bond or other bond and whatnot, and so it's they remain as noble gases. So even if it just gets into the body and whatnot, it's just it starts bloating up. Is that why it's happening? And the elder simply just had those maybe fat lumps way back when, but then due to lack of food starting to maybe slim down for a bit, but there's space for the air to fill stacks. The scaling though, I think that's dehydration. Don't need the skin smooth is also when things bloat, right? Way back when, inflammation. Inflammation way back when was when all this just happened, and then like I can tell that my fingers like compared to like before the flash, like they clearly bloated. It's like they're inflamed, more bloating stuff, and then like those things turn smooth. Something like it's like when usually previously there's like a lot of folds and then there's bloating and then they just get stretched thin or something, stretched thin and also become smooth. They're bloating from noble gas. So who went with the cheat sheet answer of like, be on the side of the fishman, but really it is just about be on the side of the ones who, are sick from, a lot of like noble gas bloating. Noble gas bloating. Okay? I didn't even play the game at all. Oh my goodness. That is so funny. So hurricanes or like actual balloons or even, well, I don't think they can be like, giant squids and whatnot that is like so, bloated up like that. But then like those tentacles, they don't even seem tapered at all. No tapered end, and that means, it's like balloon without a tapered end. It's like without a pointy end. So these people have proven themselves to be not just, low observation skills and like, low knowledge. They're also like not level-headed enough. It's like, sometimes people can't just like do the job as long as they keep a level-head. Just like don't go down the path of the stupid nonsense ones. Keep level-head and then something actual is like, no, certain knowledge can be looked up, right? Or like referred to like an expert. So, yeah. So many cultures. I don't want to choose my own, cult name. If ever there is a cult that is going to be my name or something, do I wanna go with Luna? Nah. Any moonbeam thing? Nah. Could be something like Beehive. Not who will go stereotype Romeo and say thingy. So stupid, right? Idiots. Time travel, time travel. Really? Who would I say that? Habara. This is printing random shit, is that it? Oh, is it fine? Oh, Remember? Except you don't look like any the ones in my picture at all. Also like the if we do a base, it's like, you child have brown, that light brown hair, if the mother is actually, really dark brown hair, even if one is like, even if the black character is blonde, it's still like, I don't know how that would work. Hedging of it. It could be like that, could be not. Who knows? But I swear Vampire might have been blonde. Also, doesn't that one look familiar? The gas station. I think who is the one feeding the rich EV and like somehow still keeping the company going or something. I don't know. What? Sweet. I guess it seems like that. Rasnif tapes. EVHMRGS. Like gas station is just like fixed fuel in there or something. No, that is about putting gas into each car. It's so bad. Are you sure you want to keep the waters this way? Do you want water change? Change water? No change water? No. Why? Should I rest? Should I go and sleep? Well, anyways, we got to see exactly who are the ones who are like enablers of the whole stupid nonsense that will eventually, it will lead to such a huge nonsense, chaos shit. When they kill non-war also like that. It's like, the great old one, blah, blah, blah. It's like, rah, they keep escalating things until like, huh? And then it's like, everyone just watches and just like, huh? What? Who will be the ones to keep enabling? The cop. Also a good megalomaniac dance is like, sure, megalomaniac dance, I don't think I need to elaborate, and then just like, the other thing is also about how, when there's so many of those shit types, each with their different, methods around, and it's like, look at how messy it is. Like, no matter what move anyone makes, it somehow it's just like, the existence of the shit hats are the ones that would just like somehow every single decision, even if it's like the ones that follows procedure, and somehow there will be some sort of negative consequence of going out. It's like, yes, we're supposed to guide this one to this part, this one, that one to that part, blah blah blah, and then like, you know, the ship goes out, and then the ship's sure, land, make part, and then like blah blah blah, and then like after that, where do they go, blah blah blah. And then so like there's this bunch of other shit types, they're just like waiting, gathering info, they wanna know which side has the greener grass or the greenest grass and whatnot. They just keep collecting info, blah blah blah, and then they just like, so the keeper send this one to that one. It's like, I'm sure that they're probably tuned into like the radio frequencies and whatnot, and then they can receive stuff and whatnot. Maybe. Are they even tuned into the fax machines? And it's like, I mean, I'm not surprised that they're just like, they're not above hacking, right? So, you know, if there's a way where they can like, you know, so-called hack into, or like just like also be one of the recipients, or like just like, what do they call it? Scrapping or something? They can scrap, you know, info or something. I don't know if it was even for like, you know, radio transmission, something like scrapping, like just, you know, find out what's the output, and then just like put to where their device is like indicating, and then just like, the more they're running out of ink, the more panicky they become. All the stupid paranoia trying to read between the lines when there's nothing to read between the lines in, and then just like, oh, they just keep playing guessing game, and then it's like, wait, what if this one is being sent here because of like what if that is because over there, actually there is like some sort of thing over there, there is some sort of secret over there, there's like unlimited this or that, you know. What if the like people like actually they can get superpowers if they go there or something, blah blah blah, and then they just like start latching on to like the keeper's decision, and so like every single decision the keeper made, the shit hearts will make some other decision that is just like supposed to be reaching onto that decision, and then just like and so they'll just keep hiking the chaos, the nonsense. Online Twitch community, Subio, YouTube. It's sort of like, it's already just like a showcase of exactly how easy, you know, things goes to stupid when there's a bunch of shit happening around. When there's just like even 10 around, and already is enough. Because they're also like, they're not just low knowledge, they're also very paranoid and evil. You know, the means, the methods they would employ is like cuckoo, just like go that way, just like barely any limits upon themselves. They impose barely any limits upon themselves. They use all sorts of like disgusting methods, I guess, like criminal methods, you know, just like go full on hypocrisy, blah blah blah. Lie upon lies upon lies. Storms are brewing. Also, actually, a hurricane on the way, man. I mean, it is hurricane season, so maybe they already happened. I don't know. Oh, I forgot the rule. If I somehow suddenly fall sick for no nothing real as reason at all, it might actually be because. Yeah, huh? development, not even the military ones. Then is that it? This is some very easy way to just, whoa. It's a really good example, right? What are those trying to fan the flames of Gamergate again? Pretty sure those are males. Who just wants to be near females? man pretending to be the entity in the beginning, the unknown one, right? That one, that man probably saw an opportunity. It was like, wow, that one finally went out there, where, one can easily be pushed off, I guess. Spending a long time over there doing who the hell knows what with the back to where the entrance is. And that one probably took the bait, huh? And so it's into the cell. Look, that one goes. Meh. So yeah. Holy crap. Why did they do? Oh. What? Hurricane graphical representation. Use that thing. Interesting. Tropical storm due. Oh, did it? Did it not? Let me guess, there's this new game or that new game is out, and so like, no, it's not time to stop the algorithm yet, right? Right? It's like, so what if hurricane season is about to arrive? Like, why bother with hurricane season, right? Right? They're not gonna make way for hurricane season, right? Because they're like that. Holy crap. Oh my god, they actually look like worms. Just string them all up together. It actually looks like worms. Mm. I wish. Hurricane tornado. Why is it called? Oh, it's a psychic. I mean, wait, no. Why is it called when it's like a tornado over water? Is it still tornado? Mm. I know people still doing emotional hide of their so-called Pacific cherry and whatnot. Like, they actually don't genuinely care about what's real and what's wrong. They don't care about the truth. They don't care whether something is like real or fake or whatever. Maybe they just want like emotional high. Mm. I guess a drop out of brain is not stupid enough to, actually go out during hurricane season and actually do emotional hike with like, oh my god, huge winds, right? The gods of December. I don't know what god, is it North One or like East Wind or something? I don't know. No Sapphire. Hmm. And the morning. What if all three but Zephyr arrive? I mean all but Zephyr arrive. Mm. What was a cyclone? Hurricane? Tornado? That amount of tornado will arrive. I mean like, it's kind of, maybe now we'll see. Maybe now we are prepared. it's like, well, I'm watching Tale of the Mummy and it's like, it kind of just feels like, is it coincidence? Is it just me somehow being, despite having not watched it for like decades, then somehow still, like that, or like somehow I managed to catch specific snippets or like remember specific shit, just something that is like even so fringe knowledge and still I collected the info. I somehow came across them. Collected the info into my brain and then just like somehow I was able to be here. Live stream whatever I did for whatever thoughts I had out there. I did put out there. So without snuff, if we remove the OUT and all we get is like SMH, which is shape matters, like feel all of them, like massive failures. So would they actually like, they're like closed beta testers, or like closed alpha testers, and then just like, they play the game and then just like, and they get like first shot to like audition themselves or whatever to show themselves off, and then just like, what kind of answer they gave? Is it that stupid, brainless, heartless, soulless? Stupid and brainless is like still, but then like heartless and soulless, and then still all about yes man, so self-centered is still all about, portraying yourself to be as if like, trying to like sell yourself or something. Not in the dirty way, but actually trying to sell yourself, and then just like, still really just like not actually just like not caring about games at all. They just like, they don't care about the game. All they care about is like, being like yes man, do the very toxic, perceived to be like proper, industry etiquetting it that is like assumes that everyone is all just like very sensitive ego, and then just like constantly like keep up and whatnot. Not that just because one does not perceive another person to be, of sensitive ego, like just because I don't perceive someone else to be, the fragile ego one, does not mean that I would just like attack the person who I don't believe that their ego is fragile. Get it? Like, why would people think that, somehow like, it's like it's wrong to to just like auto assume others have like a fragile ego, and so just like they wanna like go the stupid way of just like, okay, that means it's okay to attack them then. I'm like, no, my goodness. Also, what kind of personality did it actually show eventually? Zero personality is just like, oh, no, 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 oh, no, 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 it's like, you know, it's just like, stuff, so it's just like, yeah, it's like lacking insight, it's like making comments on this one, of this thing or that thing, making comments on and the rare moments where they actually spot some sort of discrepancy, it's like, okay, great. Now, how about the analysis and further on and further on? You know, there are those who could fire so much better, but then like you know that whole theme of the botter army, it's like the bot army, they just like, the botters, how, bland, like, you know, they try to like do something, you know, something, but then it's like, it's like, there's like no personality over there. Oh, no personality. Wait, Paula. Sweet. Draco is not a fair comparison. It's like, Draco has so much personality. Oh my goodness. More personality than me, I think. I did not expect Draco to be, you know, like this. You know, it does that thing where it's like, suddenly you can just like, oh wait, it's like to the camera, it's like, it's like, this is like further away, right? It's like further away and then just like, it slides further away and then just like into the shadows. Very smoothly. Almost like gliding along with the water current. Oh, is that no West Wing? Well, I mean, you know, when people view from like, you know, this specific point, whatever shit, why there is no West Wing for America? Why people would just be like treat. I mean, sure, soup, there's like soup, and then Europe. Like, Euros is like southeast, but you know what, like the pincer, like forming a sort of bottleneck, and then like some huge wind over here, just like trying to push everything, and then it was just like, maybe it got stuck around here at the bottleneck, and then suddenly just boom, once it passes through. Well, I mean, I guess people can invert it themselves. I mean, try do it like that. Just imagine, like, you know, what if like, it's the aliens over here, and then like, there's a huge pile of like poop, or even like diarrhea, like with looking at explosive diarrhea or something, and then like and somehow there's like a huge force that is just like forcing it through, and then just like I guess liquid does not matter, but the bottleneck. I mean, I guess because like if it's wind, right, that would be like not how it would work. If like they blow against one another, friction, I guess, for sure. That would be lightning and a lot of lava, like electricity generated into the air. Maybe even reactive oxygen species, etc. Just like radicals, lots of like radical type compounds, or even single atoms is like radicals. Lots of radicals after the lots of radicals with the north and south wind blowing, and then just like rather than like this one is like while the east wind is like future force, and it's just like it's like trying to get through as well, just like and then it also carries whatever leftover like radicals that's in the air, electrons even like or like I mean there's electron as the is it alpha particles, so it's like gamma particles and alpha particles. Wait, waves? Alpha waves and gamma waves with them, and then just like it will just blow it all westward from east to the west. Blow it all to the west, and what falls down is what manifests is just like what the hell knows how horrible will it be. Please. Were they doing forced cooling of both north and south side? Doubtful. Because no matter what, somehow it's just like Europe is always so cold. Europe is always so cold. Somehow. I mean, maybe not all of Europe, but yeah, enough. Enough of Europe is always so cold. Please. In backyard. What are you doing? It's like you found a new thing to do. The moment I move the cat low enough. You have a new project in place. Is it? You're doing something new now? What is new, please? I'm not sure where they found that Bible. Where is it? just go out to eat at that, grassroots and whatnot. It's like, what if one cockroaches feed on does not really exist in the wild? How are they around? How the hell did they evolve into being? Yes, I could go think on